Hi everyone, I am Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and we are doing a deck and focus on the Career and Money Oracle. And I will put a link in the description box below where you can purchase your own copy from the creator and check out her many other decks that she has as well. But this is my one and only that I have from the creator, so check it out and let's get right into it. So here are the backs. I've had this deck for, I don't know, it's been maybe a month and a half. I don't remember. It's been a minute. Since I moved to the DR, I had it shipped and it came really fast. So I was happy about that. It's tarot sized, which I appreciate. It's 100 cards. It's a 100 card oracle. So it's definitely helpful when an oracle deck is shaped like a tarot size when it has a lot of cards, because it just makes it a lot easier to shuffle. And I use exclusively flipper or jumper cards where the cards jump out, and so I'm always making sure that it's easy for me to, or as easy as possible for me to shuffle a deck. It's kind of got a glossy finish, but I don't mind. I've been really working with this for personal readings, but mainly client readings. Many of my client readings that involve career or money or life purpose type questions, I do go to this deck. And so I thought, well, I do want to talk about this deck throughout the channel going forward, and I think it may be time to do a deck and focus. So let's get right into it. I will say this, the cards are not in the order that I got them. I don't even remember if it was alphabetical order or not. So we're just going to go with that, just so you know. It's not in order, because I've been using this deck a lot. I mean a lot. All right, so we have, the first card is Gaia. So we have that. And then there's no guidebook because there's 3 bulleted points on the cards that could apply to your querence situation. Maybe all of them apply, all 3. Maybe one applies, or maybe none applies, and you just go with the keyword. So we have Gaia. The first bullet point is spend time with nature to be healed, soothe, and regroup. Protecting the planet, herbalism, livestock, or working with nature could be for you. That's number 2. And then number 3 is the universe is working with you. Believe in its subtle magnetism to guide you. So that is 3 bulleted points. So that's for Gaia. Mistakes. I'll read some of the bulleted points for each of the cards, but not every card, because it's 100 cards. So the next one is mistakes. First bullet point, a past mistake left you financially insecure and unsure what to do. Number 2, your current financial situation was your own doing. Accept responsibility for it. Number 3, learn from your mistakes and let go. You will get through it. Mistakes. Destiny. Believe in your dreams and passions. It is your calling to follow them. Number 2, whatever led you to this point in your life, it was to direct you to your higher purpose. And number 3, new exciting adventures await you. Don't look back, only to the future. Destiny. I think that's, I'm just looking. And I have to apologize to my husband. I don't know if he's on the phone. He's loud. So my apologies, guys, if you hear him in the background. I would pause this to go and tell him to shut up, but I'm not feeling like doing that now. All right, the next one is caution. Okay, so we have use caution when making financial decisions. Number 2, careful not to overspend on wants instead of needs. And number 3, more going out than coming in. And you could either read all of these, as a guide or a prompt, or you could just go with the keyword and not even mention a prompt. And just when you are reading, I always give this tip. When you're reading cards that have the text written on them and you're like, oh, I'm not sure if I should use it or not, but you really like the deck, just let your querents know that sometimes you read the key phrases and sometimes you're intuitively called not to. So that's a way to work around that. We have the past. It says something from the past is coming back perhaps an old job or an unfinished project. Look to the past, this is number 2. Look to the past to understand the future, a lesson, an experience, or an old skill. Number 3, you could be earning or receiving money from something you did in the past. And so like that, let's keep going. We have emotions, fear. Fear, the first bullet point is overcome your fear of success or failure. Don't sabotage your own success. Don't allow your fear make you forget your greatness. Remain positive and on track. Number 3, it may require to step out of your comfort zone to achieve the abundance you desire. I love that. And then some of the cards, there's random like cards. I forgot, I don't know if it's like 30 of them. I can't remember, but there's cards like this with the message. It says success will find you. So it may not just be an image here. We have a halt. Money has come to a complete halt, or money is slow in coming in. Number 2, don't borrow more than you can repay. Number 3, debt might be piling up. Or if you're reading someone who's building a home or doing some sort of project, and you're like, you get this card, a halt. Maybe none of these apply, and you're like, okay, there's going to come a halt in the project's progress. So it just depends on the scenario and the other surrounding cards that come up in your reading. All right. Money manager. So there's some, actual career type cards. But it also has messages about managing money. All right. Science. I like this card because the first bullet point is that there is something unfolding for you. Let me read this again. There's something unfolding for you. Work with an open mind. Number 2, consider careers in science or any job that unravels the mysteries of the universe. And number 3, apply a scientific approach to your business or financial problem. And so it's just, it really covers all the different science methods or ways of thinking about science in the card. And I appreciate that. Work smart. Patience, the artist, luck, teacher. So teacher, number 1, you have the ability to motivate others to strive to uncover their true potential. Number 2, consider careers in teaching, coaching, mentorship, or being a motivational speaker. Number 3, you've learned much about money. This is a time to put it into practice. There you go. Here's some of these cards here. It says, say yes to the things you think you can't do. Okay. Reconsider a decision. Arguments. Risk. Partnership. Helper. That's fun. Unexpected. Unstable. Laborer. Okay. Angelic help. Manifesting. Beware. There is something better. Persistence. Outlook. All right. Designer. Real estate. Trust. Charity. Spirituality. So with spirituality, it says you are being guided to discover your own unique spiritual path at this time. Number 2, you may be called to become a spiritual advisor, healer, or anything in the occult. And number 3, your finances could use some spell work. Ask your angels and guides for assistance. Recognition. Embrace the wisdom of the unknown. Ask for help. Health. Prudence. Unreliable. So, number 1, there's some confusion regarding money. Number 2, people are not following through on their promises and not paying on time. Number 3, expect money may not materialize. Or it could represent people, a potential employer or a potential employee or someone you're trying to count on. Maybe you're trying to hire an assistant. Are they really reliable or not? And so you could, consult the cards about that. New money, legal, business, offering, unethical. And so the thing is, I'm always looking for oracles to enhance my reading experience for my clients. And I just love how Oracle just runs the gamut, right? And I have specific oracles for specific purposes. And clearly this is one that's specific to career, money, life purpose, or those types of readings. But because that's another big topic in when people reach out for readings, this is a super helpful deck for that. Like, I love what comes up. It's super on point, like predictive too. You can use it in predictive readings, but usually I'm using it to help flesh out more of the messages that are coming through on the tarot. Like, questions about if they ask, I'm thinking about hiring an assistant and I have a particular person in mind, what energies are around that? Will they be helpful? And then of course you have unethical or you have unreliable come up and you're like, oh, okay. Along with, maybe 7 of Swords or 5 of Cups. So, there's something to think about. Justice. Planner. Voice. Parenthood. Loss. Options. Next level. Number 1, you're either about to take your finances to the next level or it's time that you do. Number 2, your finances haven't improved yet. You can be certain that they will soon. Number 3, there's a chance of something extra in the air. The people you spend the most time with shape who you are. Counselor. Unfulfilled. Celebrate. Investment. Student. Denial. Stability. Unclear. Setbacks. Explorer. Media. Growing up. Promoter. Rescuer. Easy does it. Mechanic. Beauty. Windfall. Change. Like that. Work hard in silence. Writer. Life purpose. Let's see. Number 1, you will have new ideas and inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. Number 2, what is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. Number 3, ask for what you need and things will align for you to carry out your vision. Okay, networker. Goals. Independent. Settling. I love that idea. Okay. Number 1, perhaps it's time to ask yourself if you're getting paid what you're worth. Number 2, don't settle for a dead-end job where you don't see any opportunity for growth. And number 3, though your money is stable, you're not making enough to keep you happy. Settling. Perfection. Comfort. I'm going to have to talk to him and let him know his voice carries. The Office. Peacemaker. The Rebel. Entertainer. Crafter. Unrealistic. Be a sport. Gift. Motivator. Animals. Control. Growth. Retail. Take action. Leadership. Transporter. And envy. Wow. So that's 100 cards there, and like I said, it is a deck that I have used a lot. You can already see where I kind of banged it up a little bit because of the way I shuffle it, but it's going to be a workhorse deck. It already is shaping out to do that, and I really, like I said, I really enjoy the cards, the keywords. It's for independent decks, it is on the pricier side, but you know, for some of my decks, I offset, like, so for example, I have mass market in my collection, many mass market decks, but every now and then I spend some money on a deck that I feel like I will work really well with in my client readings, and I value that, and I don't mind spending a bit more on decks that I know that are going to really enhance my readings or my reading experience. But some people might take pause by the price. I'm not going to mention the price here because the price could change. It could go up, it could go lower, who knows. It doesn't come with a box, but I was okay with that. It, you know, helped keep the shipping costs down in that regard. So yay for no box, right? But some people may want a fancy box at that price point. So I don't know. And some people would expect a guidebook at that price point. I don't need a guidebook if you have the details, a good keyword, a good image, you know, stock images, but that's okay. A good image, and then some good prompts here for me to follow. But you don't necessarily even need the prompts, but sometimes they are helpful and right on point. So yeah, this is the Career and Money Oracle, and I want to know your thoughts. Do you own this deck? Did you know about it? Do you think you could work with it? What type of readings would you consider using this deck for? Like, do you think about that? Do you just use maybe one deck for all types of readings, or are you like me where you have certain decks that you use for specific type of readings for your clients? Just curious. So leave a comment below. I want to hear from you. Please don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, share the video, and yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out my deck in focus. I'm loving this deck, and you'll probably see it in a few of my month in reviews because I do use it often, and I already have, but I thought it'd be only fair that I do a quick flip through so you could see it in case you see it in some favorites videos or something like that. All right, guys, so much love to you. Thanks again for watching. Bye.